last one mean to you?
It means a ton. It means more that just the guys just showed up the way they did. Honestly, it means a lot beating Seattle for me, but it's just the way the guys showed up and kept battling throughout the game. This was a tough game. Those guys played their hearts out. We're out there with an incredibly young team. I would guess we're putting out the youngest guys in the league at this point. I mean, we got 3 rookies in the secondary. We got, basically 3 rookie receivers. Kittle's in his second year, a rookie running back. Second-year quarterback, and just young guys, but they stepped up to the moment. They stepped up to the moment. Nick Mullins has stepped up to the moment week in and week out, and he's shown he can play in this league. I hope we can keep him, because, teams need a quarterback. This guy's not just playing like, conservative football, get the ball in the right places. He's making the right decisions. He's, making good throws under pressure. I'd say he's playing like a top half quarterback in this league. You got guys that are playing that are out there right now that are not playing better football than Nick Mullins, and he could be a starter for a lot of teams in this football league, and we appreciate that we have him, and he's playing his tail off for us.
Richard, you might be dropping his trade value up like this. You know that?
What? No, what? I don't know anything. What? I'm just giving my teammates, credit they deserve. Trade value? Oh, man, Nick Mullins he's a starter.
How much did the game in Seattle weigh on you personally and the rest of the team throughout the week and going into the day?
Well, it was frustrating. I think the moment and the environment maybe was a little bit much for young guys. We're a young team right now. You get Jimmy back, you get Jet back, you get the guys that we lost back. Then I don't know if the environment would be as much of a factor. But for young guys, Marcel Harris, it was his first start. You got guys out there who haven't played as much football as I have. So, and they never played in that environment. That energy, the noise. So I think it might have got to him a little bit. But this time, guys were ready. Guys were prepared. It wasn't Marcel's first game anymore. He played his tail off. Tavarius Moore came out there, was ready for his moment. I think sometimes you run into situations where a young guy gets thrown out there. He hasn't played substantially throughout any part of the season. And for Spoon to get hurt and him to go out there, and he's only practiced left corner and go at a right corner and be ready for his moment and step up and make those plays for us. I can't say enough about the job he did. I can't say enough about the job that Seligtime did. Nick Mullins, the offensive line, the defensive line, stuffing their run game. Guys came play.
Is this the most impactful game you've seen DeForest Buckner play?
No. Default. Every game is impactful. I think it might have been the most statistically impactful game in terms of everybody, the naked eye, being able to see him affecting games. But I think he and also Eric Armstead have terrorized teams throughout the season. And sometimes it's not showing up on the stat sheet. Sometimes you get a double team. He gets the quarterback to fluster. It's an incomplete pass that nobody even notices these plays where he kind of blew up a play that was really an effective play, or it's a TFL, or it's a 2-yard gain. And Eric Armstead never gets enough credit for the amount of pressure that he puts on people. He's probably caused, probably 8-9 sacks just from his pressure. Guys trying to get away from him. He beats his guy. Guys are scrambling out and running into other guys. So we appreciate him. 10 sacks for DeForest Buckner, man. As a D tackle, I would guess that's, up there in the league behind Donald, who's a monster. But it says a ton about him. It says a ton about him. Russell's not an easy guy to sack. He's not an easy guy to get your hands on. And Defoe has had 3 sacks in the 2 games that we've played him. He deserves to be in the Pro Bowl this year. I hope we get a chance to get him over the water.
Richard, being on the other side of it, going through that long streak that Seattle had over the 49ers, how aware did you try to make that offense of that dominance that you guys had?
Our offense?
Your defense against the Niners offense, just that winning streak.
Kyle made us painfully aware of the streak. We hadn't beat him since 2013. He made sure everybody knew. Salah made sure everybody remembered what happened in Seattle. He played what would appear to everybody else as a highlight tape for the other team. It's just every play they made, celebrating in the end zone, doing this, and guys, and you know what I mean? And it finally, I think it touched a part of guys that you need to touch sometimes. Sometimes you need to touch guys' pride. You need to have some pride. You're a grown man. They went out there and embarrassed you. How are you going to respond? And I think guys showed how they responded.